People here know, if you've been watching for any amount of time, that we are not Laura Loomer fans. And we've been pretty glad, actually, as of late, that Donald Trump has not had her in his intimate circle. That changed yesterday. And so there were reports flying around that Laura Loomer met yesterday, or on Wednesday, rather, with President Trump in the Oval Office, where she allegedly pressed for him to fire some National Security Council staff who she had uncovered in her own investigating were disloyal to him. She brought all kinds of receipts. And then when she was asked about it, she said, quote, "Out of respect for President Trump and the privacy of the Oval Office, I'm going to decline on divulging any details about my Oval Office meeting with President Trump. It was an honor to meet with him and present him with my research findings. I will continue working hard to support his agenda, and I will continue reiterating the importance of strong vetting for the sake of protecting the president and our national security."
You got to give it to her. She's very loyal.
Totally.
She's very loyal.
She is
yeah,
crazy loyal to him.
Yeah,
like she wants a monarchy. She wants him to be the president, and then she wants Junior to be the president, and then she wants Barron to be the president. That's her dream.
She does want that. I mean, but through that and with that, she uncovered like 3 members of the White House National Security Council, I guess, that were there, like
we have
leftovers. Yeah.
Right. We have a CNN report about who those people were. It doesn't, I was thinking, oh, this is what's going to sink that. What's that guy's name? Wong or whatever? Something Wong.
Right.
Alex Wong, I think. It was not him. It was 3 people who I've not heard of. Here's the report about them.
Well, what's fascinating about this is that the 3 staffers that have been fired here are outside of Washington Beltway national security circles. These are pretty anonymous people. They are foreign policy minds that have serious resumes, that have worked serious jobs on Capitol Hill, in the State Department, in think tanks. You know, these are people that are well known in national security circles because they are longtime practitioners of foreign policy, experienced in making that kind of policy. These are the people that are sort of engaged in the nitty-gritty of actually designing national security policy for the president. But again, not people that are sort of big public names that you're hearing on cable news all day long. And I think it really speaks to this kind of lesson that the president felt that he learned out of his first administration of being managed up by these faceless bureaucrats.
Yeah, so during that, I think she penned a response to like that little ditty that just happened there. And she was like basically saying that they're defaming her. She thinks that everybody defames her. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. She's like talking about defamatory, like, don't defame me. It's defamatory, blah, you know, and it was a long diatribe on Twitter. But apparently Dana Bash's ex-husband, Jeremy Bash, was one of the 51 former intelligence officials who falsely claimed that Hunter Biden's laptop was that disinformation stuff. It's very incestuous. There's a lot of incestuous stuff that's going on here. And so the research that she does is research that I have no interest in doing.
Oh, she's super good at
and she's great at the research. And I give her props for that because there's a lot of this intermingled stuff behind, like it's a tangled web of politics and people who are dirty and gross, and they all are with each other. And then there's people in the media that are involved with them, as evidenced by the whole Dana Bash connection, who was sitting right there at the table. So, I mean, I give it up to her for that. And if
she gets credit for sure.
Yeah, and if there are people on his team still that hate him, he needs to get rid of them. And so props.
It's interesting because when he was asked about her visit, and I'll play a little bit of it for you here, but one of the things that he said in addition to this clip was when he was asked, did she recommend that you fire anybody? He said, no, she was recommending who I should hire. So there's some, you know what I mean? There's like some mixed messaging about whether or not she really said, here are the people you need to fire, or whether that happened irrespective of what her meeting was about with him. Here's what he said. He's very, very complimentary of her. This was yesterday.
Tell us a little bit about your meeting with Laura Loomer and Mike Waltz today, and how that came about.
So Laura Loomer is a very good patron. She is a very strong person. And I saw her yesterday for a little while. She makes recommendations of things and people. And sometimes I listen to those recommendations like I do with everybody. I listen to everybody and then I make a decision. But I saw her yesterday. She was at the ceremony, and she'll always have something to say. Usually very constructive.
She always has something to say.
Yeah,
That's definitely true.
And I believe him when he says he listens to everybody.
For sure.
You know? But I mean, it's like we own a company, and if there are people in our company that didn't like us or were, I had feelings of ill
We're trying to
will,
sabotage. Yeah.
right? They'd be fired. If I didn't know it, and somebody came to us and said, I don't care how batshit I thought somebody was. If somebody came to us and said, here are the receipts, these people don't like you or they want to sabotage you in some way, and I've not even been shot in the head.
Yeah.
And I'd fire them. So this is the thing. He thinks that way. He should think that way after everything that he's been through. More power to him.
We have to take a break to talk about dogs. Oh my
He's here.
So we have some amazing testimonials about Coat Defense, which is a product we've told you a lot about before. Coat Defense. I'm gonna just show you the testimonials because it also includes dog pictures, which of course we love.
Oh, no.
So look at this. This is sweet Savannah, the Great Dane.
Sweet Dane. Look at
And
her face.
Laura writes, I just wanted to give you a heads up on Coat Defense. My Great Dane Savannah has never had any skin issues. I noticed one day on her chest and under her arm it was very red and irritated. I thought it would just go away, but it got worse. I ordered Coat Defense, the travel size, for $11 and started to use it, but I doubted the whole process. I made a vet appointment and paid $90 and received some spray to put on. I started using the spray and could tell she started itching and it was not helping. I stopped using the prescription and started reusing Coat Defense and it went away. I no longer doubt it. It is an amazing product. You girls are amazing. We watch your show every morning. I set my alarm for 5 a.m. just to listen while I get ready for work. Just an FYI, I am now a faithful client of Bulwark Financial along with my brother.
Fantastic.
Thank you again, you jerks, from
Love
Laura.
It. Thank you, Laura.
Look
what
at that
sweet
face.
Baby. I would totally grab her mush. I would grab it and kiss her.
And that's
my
not the
God.
only one, you guys. So from Kat said, for the record, I was a fan of Coat Defense before Marion Weaver and Amy Jo Clark made it cool. I have been doing dog rescue for almost 15 years, and it's always been a lifesaver, especially for my scruffy-haired foster dogs, but it really helps all of them. Case in point, Tickles.
Her name is Tickles. I can't.
Oh my God, I love that name so
God.
much.
Right?
Tickles came to me from animal control, absolutely infested with fleas, and the poor soul was itchy all over. A bath and some Bravecto, also a magical medication, fixed the flea problem immediately. But thanks to all the itching, poor Tickles had given himself dermatitis and could not stop chewing on himself.
Tickles.
Enter Coat Defense. Just one good rub down, and this sweet boy hasn't chewed himself since. Soon he'll be neutered and off to his forever home, and he'll be feeling so much better. Thanks to Coat Defense.
He looks like a ranch dog. He would be
He's
out
so
here
precious.
running. Oh my God, what a cutie patootie
gosh.
Tickles. Come here, Tickles.
Oh my gosh, I love that name.
What a baby.
So listen, don't mess with the expensive vet bills. You don't
Yeah.
need to. Try Coat Defense products first. You can go to coatdefense.com. When you use code CHICKS, you will save 15% off of your entire order. We love, love, love when you guys send in the testimonials. Keep them coming. Love,
Yes.
love, love it.